And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College here in Richmond, Indiana, as we get set to kick off the 2016 Earlham College men's soccer season. Brian Cox with you on this lovely Friday evening here in Richmond. A Chamber of Commerce day, if there ever was one. Temperature in the upper 70s. A little windy. That may present some problems for the keepers here today. But we're getting ready to kick off Quakers soccer. The game time getting pushed back about 10 minutes as the Elmhurst Blue Jays from Illinois had a little difficulty arriving here at Earlham. So they have decided to push this start back just a bit. The Quakers, as you might remember, came off a pretty good season in head coach Sam Bird's first season, taking over for the legendary Roy what was Roy's last name? But Coach Roy. He was here for 30-plus years. I know his last name starts with M, and forgive me, Coach, I apologize. But then last year, in Sam's first year, the Quakers went 9-7-1 overall with a very good 6-2-1 conference record in the HCHC. And even more impressive, here at Matlack Field, the Quakers were 6-1. So the Quakers are certainly looking to continue that strong record at Matlack Field and in conference play, and hoping to turn around the 3-6-1 road record. But the Quakers will not be on the road until the 10th, which will be at Ferrum in Emory, Virginia, and that will represent the fourth game of the regular season, so they'll have plenty of time to be in good form for that matchup. We'll come back and give you some more statistics in just a moment. And we want to remind you that Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shearer is our pregame sponsor, and we certainly do appreciate Farm Bureau for helping us support Quaker athletics. You are getting ready to watch Quaker soccer on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Troy Dargowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad, several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
And back here at Matlack Field on a beautiful day, and you at some point, and you might be able to see it on the far right of your screen. If not now, you will definitely be able to see it. The Quakers are in the process of building a new soccer venue. The press box and the locker room facilities are being constructed as we speak. There was some original thought that the stadium was going to be ready for this season. Sadly, that will not be ready, but it will be up and going for the 2017 season. I know everyone here is excited about that. And that certainly should allow Coach Sam Bird to be able to recruit even more appropriately, or more successfully, I should say, around the region, as the Quakers have recently upgraded their facilities at the football stadium, and they have the state-of-the-art and probably the best college baseball stadium in this area, certainly in Sadler Stadium. So they're continuing to upgrade the facilities athletically and also around the campus, a brand new performing arts center that is just fantastic. So a lot of great things happening here on the Earlham campus. Again, the Quakers opening this season, and here are the starters. Leading off in goal, a sophomore from Vandalia, Ohio, number 1, Nicola Monty. A freshman starter, and men, my faithful compadre here at the scorers table, has adroitly noted out that they're according to the roster, 4 freshmen starting, but men is saying 5. I'll trust men, but men is saying 5. According to the roster, 4, but things happen. Men, here is one of the freshmen, number 3 from Silver Spring, Maryland, Micah Rowland. A junior from Silver Spring, Maryland, number 5, Ishmael Lap Kamara. That's very loud. Another freshman from Lake Oswego, Oregon, number 6, Paget Gustafson. Let me turn that down. A sophomore from Decatur, Georgia, number 7, Liam Ferguson. A junior from Olympia, Washington, number 8, Aiden Clemmer. A junior from Newport News, Virginia, number 12, Nicholas Dye. And I want to apologize to Nicholas. I think last year I called him Nicholas Day the entire season, and that was because someone here in the press area said, "Oh, that's how you pronounce it. It's Day." So forgive me, the Dye family, and certainly Nicholas. We do apologize for that, and we'll talk more about Nicholas in just a moment. Another starter from Cincinnati, Ohio, senior, number 15, Brett Marshall. A freshman from just north of here, Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 16, Brady Bubb. A junior from Belgrade, Serbia, number 21, Vojislav Tatarevic. And a freshman from Victor, New York, number 22, Joe Balls. So again, it'll be Monty in goal, and then you have Roland, Lap Kamara, Gustafson, Ferguson, Clemmer, Dye, Marshall, Bubb, Tatarevic, and Balls. And again, the Quakers are coached by a 2003 graduate of Earlham College, Sam Bird, as we mentioned, in his second season. They are assisted by Aaron Gustine and the trainer, Bill Kinsey, one of the best in the business. And speaking of best in the business, Sports Information Director Mitch Blankenspors. We thank them for all the information. For the visitors, the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. Last year, they were just about a even team, you would say, a 500 team. 8-8-3 overall. They were 3-3-3 and at home and 5-5 on the road. They are members of the Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin, and we'll give you a pretty interesting story about their second straight trip to their conference tournament last year. That's kind of interesting. In the goal for the Blue Jays, it'll be a freshman from Mundelein, Illinois, number 0, Donnie Keevan. A junior from Los Angeles, California, number 4, Lucas Weatherby Johnson. A senior from Katana, New York, number 6, Nick Fetchy. A sophomore from Willowbrook, Illinois, number 7, Sam Johnson. A senior from Seahurst, Washington, number 8, Creed Chard. A junior from Dublin, Ohio, number 9, Andrew Hicks. A junior from Diamonddale, Michigan, number 10, Alec Ganas. And let's see, another starter, a junior from Okemos, Michigan, number 13, David Bez. A junior from Lima, Ohio, number 14, Matt McNamara. And let's see, a sophomore from Dublin, Ohio, number 20, Austin Larson. And a senior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 21, Derek Dedman. And finally, a freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 30, Zach Clements. Again, it's Keevan in goal, then Weatherby Johnson, Fetchy, Johnson, Chard, Hicks, Ganas, Bez, McNamara, Clements, and Dedman. I guess I should have misspoke that maybe Larson is not starting. Dave DiTomaso, in his 12th season, is the coach of the Blue Jays. They are assisted by Wes Lomnicki and Matt Tunis. Again, we want to thank the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shearer for hosting this pregame. We will come back with the opening kick in just a moment. You're watching Quaker Soccer on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Back at Matlack Field as we are just moments away from the opening kick of the kickoff game for the 2016 Quaker soccer season for the men. I mentioned a previous story about the Elmhurst Blue Jays in their second straight visit to their conference tournament, the CCIW, Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. They lost their opening match of that tournament last year 0-0. And what's interesting about that is they lost in kind of a heartbreaking fashion in overtime in the 11th round shootout. So I can't imagine being in the tournament and wanting to achieve all those goals and maybe get a conference title and wind up losing in 11 rounds of shootout. Absolutely terrible. But the Quakers, they are looking for their own postseason glory, and hopefully we are just beginning that start of that road, on that journey on that road here today. Again, a beautiful day here in Richmond. The weather could not be more perfect with I probably shouldn't say that. Maybe a little less windy, I think some people would ask for, but overall just a fantastic day for some soccer. And the continuing rise in popularity of the game. You have a really nice crowd out here for the opening match. So the Quakers will be in the maroon, and they will be attacking from right to left on your screen. The visiting Blue Jays in the white, attacking left to right on your screen. So we'll throw in here for the Blue Jays on the far side. Ball thrown in deep, looking for Johnson, and the Quakers will come up with possession after a foul. I believe they're going to get Johnson on that foul, so it will be a free kick for the Quakers. And keeper Monty will put this ball into play. Quakers had 21 goals last season in their 9-7-1 overall record. And of those 21 goals, they are returning 15 of them. Losing Jacob Ebbs to graduation and Tiki Brown to graduation. Ebbs with 5 goals, Brown with 1. So a lot of offensive firepower returning for the Quakers. Another throw in here for the Blue Jays. And rising up for that was Tatarovich, but it will wind up at the feet of Johnson doing some nice dribbling. He will center the ball, and there was no Blue Jay there, and now the Quakers have an opportunity for a counterattack. Tatarovich on that far side, he will kick it up, tried to find Nicholas Dye, but it was intercepted, and here comes Johnson. A good tackle on that back line. That was Brady Bubb. And that another foul against the Blue Jays, so a free kick for the Quakers. The head official doing a nice job of spotting the ball properly. And let's see, it looks like it might be Aiden Clemmer who will take this free kick. And the ball is put in, and a header by Marshall. Ball and still in dangerous position for the Blue Jays. A little collision there between Gustafson and Clements. Now here comes the counter for the Blue Jays, but a good sliding interception by Ferguson. And that'll be an easy ball to corral for Keevan. I mentioned a little windy here, and I would say it's probably coming from the top left of your screen towards the bottom right, so it'll be hurting the Quakers a little bit on the attack. And Monty will get that ball and get set to punt that back into play. Monty surveys the pitch.
I have no idea why Zach is where he is.
I know why Zach's where he is. Coach DiTomaso shouting some instructions to his squad. Here comes Bez trying to get that ball for the Blue Jays, but again it's Ferguson who will drop it back to Monty. Monty needs to put it in play, and he does. Off the chest of Rowland. Rowland sticks with it, gets it to Marshall, back to Rowland. And that ball will be kicked out of play. Might have been a missed call there. Then again, it might not have been. Who can say? Review the tape. It'll be a throw in for the Blue Jays here on the near side. Blue Jays keep it in play. They will give up possession at midfield. Hicks kept it in the back third for the Blue Jays, and now they will go up and trying to catch Johnson, but that was a nice interception by Lap Kamara. And Johnson very speedy there. Quakers are going to have to be mindful and be very conscientious of that first touch on the defensive side to try to keep the ball away from him, and that was a really good job keeping the ball into play by Clements. So now the Blue Jays again on the attack. Johnson mid-pitch, and that was a good tackle. Johnson down. Here comes an opportunity for the Quakers. Nice stop and go for Dye. Crowd wanted a foul. Looked like it was pretty strong defense being put on by Dedman. Johnson miraculously gets back up. Soccer players heal the fastest of any athlete in the world. That was a chance for offsides, and it was. Just a little bit ahead of the defender was Micah Rowland, but the Quakers on the attack. Side official giving some feedback to the players on the pitch. So now the Blue Jays will put the ball in play after the offsides call. Header by Gustafson. Nice soft touch by Fetchy. Fetchy will get the ball back. Nice move on Marshall. Marshall bought him up, and we've got a foul. So a foul on Marshall, and this is in some dangerous territory. Kind of a de facto corner kick, if you will. Side official coming out onto the pitch to get the 10-yard cushion for the defender. And that'll be Joe Ball's hoping to deflect the Clements' shot. It's put up high and out of play. Again, that ball kind of dangerous, kind of hung up, but certainly on frame. And
Just let a freshman take your free kick. And you're 0 for 1.
again,
Right
Coach
now you're 0 for 5.
Coach DiTomaso giving some encouragement to one of his players. It was interesting. I mentioned that freshman was taking that free kick. I think he wanted one of the upperclassmen, maybe one of the more offensive-minded folks on that Blue Jay squad to take that kick. No call there. As now David Bez blocked by balls out of play. Fetchy will throw it in for the Blue Jays. Fetchy will wait for the Blue Jay offense to get set. And to get it to Johnson. Johnson breaks away. We got a whistle. Not sure if that was an inadvertent handball or just a foul. Could not tell. But regardless, it'll be a free kick for the Blue Jays. And it looks like Nick Fetchy, a senior, will now come take the free kick. And I wonder if that's who Coach DiTomaso was talking to after the previous free kick. So Fetchy surveys the offensive set for the Blue Jays. And the whistle is, and there's a ball driven in low and a header. We have a whistle, and Johnson was able to get a head on it, but it was an offsides call. It looked like Clements might have had a nice opportunity to kick it into to goal, or at least have a shot on goal. But it will go as an offsides, and here is a free kick for Nicola Monti. A lot of alternating possession so far in the early portion of this match. And that ball will be cleared out of play by Keevan, the keeper, and the Quakers looking to go fast. There's Tatarovich. I'm sorry. Ball sent up. Dangerous. And Keevan right there as Micah Rowland was positioned to put a header on that. But Keevan, a nice job in goal. Keevan punts it up high, just past midfield. Back-to-back headers. Rowland puts it up, but it goes right to Clements. Clements, some nice footwork to get to Johnson. And Johnson, some excellent dribbling. Ferguson trying to stick with him. And the ball stays alive, and no call to the advantage of Johnson. Dedman heads it away from a streaking die. Clements looking for Fetchy, but Ferguson will head that ball out of play. I'll tell you what, Mitch Blakespor has got to be the quickest SID in the business. Fleet of foot. Dedman will drop it back for McNamara. McNamara has a little bit of a mistouch there, but he will send it up and finds Bez. Bez looking for Johnson. Could not get him, and the Quakers have an opportunity. But that ball will fly into the crowd, and a lady in the stands tries to head it. Not knowingly. The sun in the eyes of the spectators, or the patrons. The supporters. That's what they say in the EPL, right? Supporters. Men's too busy paying attention to the game. Nah. Again, out of play will be Quaker ball. Just over 33 minutes remaining here in the first half. Johnson trying to steal the ball from Klimmer and will commit the foul. So Clemmer will take the free kick just about 10 yards or so across midfield in the Quakers' attacking half. Puts the ball into play, and it's going to sail wide and out of play. Coach DiTomaso calling Andrew Hicks over. That's seems to be out of the coaching box there. A little loose with the rules. Oh, Keevan will put the ball into play.
No sub.
Fetchy loses the ball, and here's Dye. Dye has Rowland in the middle of the pitch, and Marshall behind him. Good footwork by Dye. He will try to center it, but some good defending kept alive. And the Blue Jays will kick it out, and I think the Quakers want a corner, but I believe it's going to be just a throw. We'll see. Dye did a really good job down there keeping the ball alive. Some strong defending by the Blue Jays, preventing what could have been a more dangerous play. It looks like it will be a corner, and it looks like it'll be Joe Balls taking that corner. Joe, a freshman from Victor, New York. Now the sun will be in the player's eyes receiving this corner. Pretty decent position. The Quakers have a shot on goal, and it is blocked by Keevan. It'll be another corner. It appeared that Taterovich had that shot. The Blue Jays could not clear it, and Balls will go on the opposite side of the pitch for corner number 2. So here is Quakers' second corner. Balls drives it in low. It's alive. And the Blue Jays finally clear it. It looked like Dye and Rowland were right there. Quakers keep it in their attacking third, and I believe that Rowland was screened. That was a pretty good ball that Gustafsson put into play in the center of the pitch. But Rowland was screened and had the sun in his eyes, and he may not have even been able to get ahead on that ball, but pretty good positioning by Gustafsson. On the attack, Johnson again. He is fantastic with the ball. And again, the Blue Jays looking for a foul and not getting the call. Brett Marshall drops it to Balls. Balls will make the switch. And a good clearance by Hicks. And that ball will go all the way to the Athletics and Wellness Center, I believe. And it appears that Keegan Thompson is in the doghouse.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No. There's a shot on goal, and it cleared. And that was Dye, I believe. It was Dye with a shot on the goal, and it looked like it was cleared out of play by Hicks. So it will be corner number 3 for the Quakers. And again, Balls will get the honors.
Did you see that pass, that little behind the, oh my God, who is that, boy?
Austin Larson, a sophomore from Dublin, Ohio, will check in at the next opportunity for the Blue Jays. Larson had 5 goals last year. Balls puts the ball into play, and Gustafsson with the header. That goes over the bar, and it will be a goal kick. So Larson coming in, and apparently not in the best of health, as Coach DiTomaso telling Larson, if you have any issues, tell me right away. Larson comes in for Alec Ganas. Again, with 5 goals on the season as a freshman last year, you would have thought that Larson would have maybe started this game. That's why I mentioned it earlier. And makes some sense now that he may not be at 100% health after hearing Coach DiTomaso tell Larson to let him know immediately if he is not feeling well. A throw in for the Blue Jays. It'll be Fetchy. 27 minutes and some change remaining here in the first half. 0-0 your score. So far, the Quakers have only been the only ones with any shots on goal. And I have them down for 2. And both shots really were nice scoring chances. And one was blocked well by a Blue Jay defender, and the other saved nicely by Kevin, the keeper. And this will be corner number 1 for the Blue Jays. So Monty will have his work cut out for him. He'll be staring right into the sun, the setting sun here in Richmond. So balls will take the near post duty. So again, he will be staring right into the sun, as will all of the offensive and defensive players. So it's the same for everyone. But Monty comes out on goal and easily grabs that ball. Grabbed it at its highest point and really had his eyes locked on it the entire time. No real danger. A little bit of a missed kick there by Monty, and we know how speedy Johnson is. And a really good job there by Brady Bubb clearing it. Oh, he tried to get away. Thought he might have cleared it off of Johnson, but the official says nope. It will be a throw-in for the Blue Jays. Oh, here comes the throw. Headed out. That was cleared by Gustafson. And we have another whistle, another foul. This one against the Quakers. It will be a free kick for the Blue Jays. Just outside of the circle. Matt McNamara will take the free kick. Coach wanted them to go fast, and they did. Fetchy centers it, and it is cleared by Gustafson. And that's a whistle against the Blue Jays. We'll see if the Quakers go quickly. They decide not to, and it looks like Monty will take the kick. One substitution made in this match so far, and it's been for the Blue Jays. Larson in for Ganas. No subs yet for the Quakers. Nice backheader by Marshall to Die. Die, back to Marshall. 13. Marshall was trying to get the ball into midfield. He does. There's Clemmer. He does some nice footwork. Marshall. To Die, back to Marshall. And just a little heavy there. So coming in now for the Blue Jays will be Josh Arvidsson, a sophomore from El Cajon, California. He will replace David Bez, the junior from Okemos, Michigan. So Arvidsson in, the midfielder. Kevin will put the ball into play. Fetchy not able to get that ball. Die has it now. Here is Taterovich. Lost with the touch, and now back heel pass to Clemmer. Clemmer was tripped up from behind. No call. That's a little tough. It will be a Quaker throw-in. The intelligent crowd on hand asking for an explanation. And that will be a Quaker throw-in on the far side. 23 minutes remaining in the first half. getting close to playing half of the first half, which I guess would be a quarter of the game. I went to public school. I can do those kind of mathematical problems there. So out of play will be a Blue Jay kick by Keevan. Keevan gets set. Larson had it on the far side, and he is tripped up by Klemmer. And here come the Quakers. Taterovich on the far side. He's got Rowland, Balls, and Marshall, along with Dye. Dye was wanting that ball, could not get it, and it will be a throw-in for the Quakers. Taterovich thought he was going to take it, but it will be Brady Bubb instead. Gets it to Dye. And that was a good job by Lap Kamara, because if he doesn't head that away, the Blue Jays have a 2-on-1 attack, and it's going to be dangerous. Near side here to Clements. Reverses course and passes it to no one. Balls. Nice ball in to Dye. Dye was cut off by Dedman. Keeps with it. Dedman bodies him off the ball, and the whistle goes against Dye.
Go, Yuki!
Men very excited to see Yuki Adams getting ready to check in for the Quakers. Oh, Keevan set to kick. There's Johnson. Now Clements on the near side here, has room to run. A little bit of a heavy touch, and here comes Balls. Balls puts it up. Marshall, will he get there before Keevan? And that will be a no, but it was closer than Keevan thought, I believe. That ball will go out of play, and it'll be Quaker ball. So Yuki Adams comes in for Brett Marshall, and Didrik Cooper-Seep comes in for Clements for the Blue Jays. Seep, a freshman from Oslo, Norway. Yuki Adams checking in for Marshall is a sophomore from Woodbury, Minnesota. Ferguson will throw it in for the Quakers. The Quakers have players from 5 countries and 15 states. So real nice mix, real diverse group, and Seep will not get to that ball before Monty. Monty quickly throws it into Yuki Adams. Yuki with Johnson on him. Yuki doing some quick footwork to stay out of Johnson's path. Lap Kamara on that far side, trading kicks with Bubb. Lap Kamara will send it up deep. And McNamara did a good job getting in front of Dye. Jake Cohen, a sophomore from Saline, Michigan, will come in for Sam Johnson at the next opportunity for the Blue Jays. Rowland gets it to Dye. Dye will keep possession. Balls trying to find Adams, but Fetchy is right there. Adams is brought down by Fetchy and then pushes him off, and the official was right there on top of it and just telling everybody, hey, just cool out. It did appear, I will have to say, not a homer, but it did appear that Yuki got pulled down a little aggressively. But it's a contact sport, right? It's a contact sport. Oh, Men says it's clear foul. men said it's maybe red card. No, men wanted to go red. Dye was knocked off the ball by Dedman. And that is very loud. I will be moving that microphone at halftime. So Johnson comes off. Very active worker on the offensive side for the Blue Jays. So some fresh legs up front for Elmhurst. Keevan ready to put the ball into play. A little bit of a short kick. Seep had a little bit of Ferguson's boot into his shin. A nice sliding tackle by Lap Kamara, sticking with it. Nice job of not fouling. Roland gets it to Balls, and coming up from behind was Weatherby Johnson. Balls and Seep collide, but the Blue Jays will keep the ball. Here's Fetchy. Heavy touch by Dedman, but the Blue Jays keep the ball. Here's Klemmer. Roland. Center of the pitch, had his jersey pulled, and that's going to be a call. Official right there saw that. And again, continuing to motion for the players to calm down. I think as you see the emotions rise and maybe the chippiness arise, he at some point will have to pull a card. Min is calling a shot. He's saying this is going to be a goal. Min the master, calling a goal. We'll see. Klemmer. Your roommate is Aiden Klemmer, right? Maybe that's why Aiden puts it up a little short. Balls keeps it alive, headed around, and then finally cleared by the Blue Jays. Should go out of play and be a Quaker throw-in. 16 minutes remaining in this first half. 0-0 your score. Quakers have had 2 shots on goal. 3 corners, and Balls collides with Weatherby Johnson. Actually came out with the ball, but Bub could not keep it, and it will be a throw-in for the Blue Jays. All of the fans on that side of the pitch are incredulous. Lap Kamara was battling for that ball, and now will be a throw for the Quakers. Coach Dave DiTomaso in his 12th season with the Blue Jays been very active with instruction to his squad. Coach Sam Bird, I don't believe, has left the bench in this match, but you can definitely hear him giving some instructions. Trying to find Dye streaking up the middle of the pitch. Here's Klemmer. Klemmer dropping it off to Bub. Back to Klemmer. Here's Balls. He looks around, knows he has some room. He slips and falls, but he gets the ball back. Not sure how he did that. Johnson losing control. And Gustafsson has done some nice job defending, as has Ferguson. And there's a good clearance by the Quakers. Dye could not go after that ball because if he would have touched it, it would have been an offsides call. So Keevan will put the ball into play. Cohen and Seep will chase after this ball. Cohen will get there with those fresh legs. Great tackle by Ferguson, but apparently a foul. We might have seen some similar plays with no call, so I just think both sides want some consistency. Again, the official was screened a little bit and had the his assistant on the really close to that ball, and it didn't see the assistant throw up the flag. So another free kick for the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays have had free kicks really 3 times from almost the exact same position here on the near side. So as I mentioned before, kind of a de facto corner kick here. Larson puts it up, and it is headed out of play by the Quakers, and it will be the first or second corner, I think, second corner for the Blue Jays. Larson taking the corner. A little higher and deeper, headed away by Gustafson. The ball still alive for the Blue Jays, and there's Monty. The Blue Jays coaching staff not very happy with that, how that transpired. It appeared that the Blue Jays had some opportunities for a shot on target. Here's Seep. He'll have some room to run here on this near side. There's a heavy touch cleared by Balls. That's certainly difficult to do running at top speed towards the sideline, trying to make sure you keep the ball in play, all the while trying to keep a soft enough touch to maintain possession. Fetchy puts the ball in play, winds up with the ball. There's Cohen to Fetchy. And that's going to be a throw in for the Blue Jays. Or was it a foul call or a throw in? I heard it's a Earlham ball, so that's got to be a foul call against the Blue Jays. Valentino Mbaya will check in for the Quakers at their next opportunity. Roland will head it right on top of our really nice tent. We have upgraded tents this year. The last one was a 10 by 10 with a lot of holes. This one, I feel like kind of in LeBron's house. This one's very nice. Maybe a 20 by 20. I think we have a hot tub in the back. Arvidsson loses the ball, but it will stay with the Blue Jays, and Fetchy will throw it in. 10 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. Not a lot of offense from either side. Just a couple of shots on goal each. Seep will go to ground, but it was knocked out of play by Ferguson, so that'll be corner number 3 for the Blue Jays. And Larson will take it again. He will kick short to Fetchy, catching the Quakers off guard, but at least initially to no avail. Johnson on the far side keeps possession for the Blue Jays. Does a nice job getting around Ferguson, and there's a shot on target that was blocked by Monty. I believe that shot was by number 17, Arvidsson. And that was in traffic. A really good save by Monty. Certainly, by far, the best scoring chance for the Blue Jays. Looks like that's Fetchy on the far side taking that corner. Larson loses the ball. Yuki Adams knocked it out, and here is Larson again going short, catching the Quakers off guard. Johnson loses it. Good job by Balls. And again, the Blue Jay coaching staff is exceptionally upset. And another foul against the Blue Jays, and the official wants to have a quick word with Lucas Weatherby Johnson, the junior from Los Angeles. .17, Arvidsson. Ferguson to Monty. Monty will go far side to Bub. Bub to Balls. And will lose possession. Deadman. Johnson headed it, but it went too far. There's Dye. He'll send it up. And Rowland was there, but a good clearance by the Blue Jays. Ball still in striking territory for the Quakers. A back header was blocked by the official. And Seep looks like he dragged Dye down. And Balls, definitely, that's going to be a card, I believe, as Balls takes Seep down. And so Balls will draw the first yellow. Joe Balls. And as I mentioned, the physicality kept ratcheting up, that a card was going to be called, and it went against the Quakers. 7:35. So whistle puts us back into play. Seep, good touch, but it was Ferguson flying through. Heads it out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Blue Jays. I don't think Men's very happy with that call. Larson again will take the free kick, send it up. Headed into, and that's a goal. That is a goal for the Blue Jays. I believe it was Cohen. So the Blue Jays take the lead 1-0. .6:54 remaining in this quarter, or in this half, I should say. And the Quakers really have no one to blame but themselves not getting that clearance. Cohen there and really just turned and fired. And it went in the far corner. Ferguson trying to find Yuki Adams. And that ball will be cleared out of play by the Blue Jays. A throw in for the Quakers. The Blue Jays will get the throw in. Johnson was out. We're not sure who subbed in for Johnson. Fetchy will, J.D. Garnett is new, certainly. So good call by, what's your name? Michaela on top of it, as Men is derelict in his duties. So another corner here for the Blue Jays, number 4. I believe Larson will take this corner again. Again, going short to Fetchy. Back to Larson, sends it up high. And there is another goal for the Blue Jays. So it looks like Cohen again. So a very quick turn of events here at Matlack Field as the Blue Jays score 2 quick goals. by the sub, Jake Cohen, who came in for Sam Johnson. There's Dye, cleared by the Blue Jays. Throw in for the Quakers. And really both of those goals a result of Cohen just being active and the Quakers not able to clear the ball out of the 15-yard box. Keevan will throw it in. Fetchy will send it in deep, looking for Cohen. Ferguson will head it. Yuki Adams will knock it out of play. Yuki with a nice long look at J.D. Garnett. Fetchy to Garnett. Here comes Yuki. And looked like Arvidsson pushed Taterovich off of the ball. Here's Yuki Adams trying to find Dye. And Yuki keeps it alive. Dye going for the ball. And again, that tough touch allowed Dedman to come back. And Seep will take the ball away from Yuki Adams. Taterovich came up and really forced Seep into a pass that he did not want to make. Monty tried to fight Mbaya. Mbaya looked like he was tugged down a little bit by Hicks. Here's Cohen. Back to Hicks, and Hicks will send it up to Arvidsson. And that should be a goal kick for the Quakers. The Blue Jays certainly are a quality offensive team. In the last two seasons, 14 and 15, they scored 30 goals in each season. And juxtapose that with the Quakers scoring 21 last season. Mbaya will head it to Taterovich. It will be a Quaker throw in. Mbaya leaves it for Bub. Bub will throw it at midfield to Taterovich. It looked like the official said it was on the shoulder or not the arm. Right on top of it. Here's Dye. Cuts to the center of the pitch. Finds Ferguson. Ferguson, oh! He really had Seep on the ground, but Seep was able to block that ball. And very fortunate because Ferguson was going to have a lot of room to run. Lap Kamara to Bub. Klemmer. He will send it deep, trying to find Dye, but that ball just hung up on him a little bit. Headed out of play. It will be Quaker throw-in. About a minute and a half remaining in this first half. Two quick goals in the span of about 2 or 3 minutes by the Blue Jays, and it's a 2-0 lead for Elmhurst. And they will get the throw-in. Invite you to stay tuned at halftime for the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report. We'll try to give you some statistics and get you set for the second half. And hopefully some offense by the Quakers. Foul against the Blue Jays, the Quakers with the free kick. Gustafsson looking for somewhere to go, drops it to Ferguson. Quakers have to be careful as their defenders are pushed up, both of them almost to midfield. Monty will send it to Lap Kamara. Balls. He will go deep, trying to find Dye. but had it out of play by Fetchy. Dye will take the throw, wants to go quickly, gets it to Ferguson. That's a handball. And certainly inadvertent. And that might not a delay a game. Just about 10 seconds. Quakers need to go fast. Here it is, opportunity to see if they can get a shot off. And there it is. And just on the near side. But a frenetic ending that had the Quakers right on the doorstep of a goal to close it to a one-goal lead to no avail. We will move to halftime with your score. Elmhurst 2, Earlham 0. You're watching Quaker Soccer on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
This halftime report is brought to you by Wesley Bates Wealth Management, Reed Hospital employees. Do you have questions about your pension plan? We have the answers at Wesley Bates Wealth Management in Richmond. So as we take a look at the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, you have 2 goals for the Elmhurst Blue Jays and no goals for the Earlham Quakers. Both goals scored by Jake Cohen, a sophomore from Saline, Michigan, a 5'10" sophomore at that, and both goals coming of some hard work there in the 15-yard box as he got the first goal after a couple of deflections and put it past Nicola Mani for goal number 1. And then just about a minute or two later, in a very similar fashion, Cohen gets another goal, this time on the left side of facing Monty and into the right corner of the goal. And the Quakers were behind 2-0. And it was mentioned that Jake Cohen was a substitute deep into the first half for Sam Johnson, a sophomore from Willowbrook, Illinois, who was exceptionally quick and the ball seemed to find him very easily in that first half. But good job by head coach Dave DiTomaso subbing in some fresh legs up top. And Jake Cohen proves coach to be a genius by scoring 2 goals. Let's see if the master can give us the assists. Who assisted on each goal? We can make something up. 9 and 11 can't assist his own goal.
11 got assisted by 9.
Okay, you got to. Okay. Oh, so it's not 2 goals for Cohen. 1 goal for Cohen and 1 goal for Andrew Hicks. So I apologize. Andrew Hicks also gets a goal, and they each assisted on the other's goal. So forgive me, Mr. Hicks and your family. Andrew Hicks, a junior from Dublin, Ohio, he gets one goal, and Jake Cohen, the sophomore from Saline, Michigan, gets the other goal. And it is 2-0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We will come back in just about 10 minutes or so for the start of the second half. You are watching Quaker Soccer on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Hitters Hangout Academy has everything you need to train year-round to become a better player. They offer everything from cage rentals to private lessons and specialized classes. They offer hitting, infield play, outfield play, catching, pitching, strength, and agility for baseball and softball players alike. Their goal is to leave players with a better understanding of the game and to learn why they do certain things, and as always, play the game the right way. For more information, go to their website, hittershangoutacademy.com. Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Hey, Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Teams. Completed in 2007, the stadium received a facelift. Darrell Bean Stadium, located due south of the Athletics and Wellness Center, is home to the Earlham football, field hockey, track and field, women's lacrosse, and men's lacrosse teams. Completed in 2007, the stadium received a facelift in 2012 in the form of field turf and an 8-lane track. Named after Darrell Bean, class of 1955, and former of admissions, the stadium seats up to 2,000 people. The Earlham football team calls a 90-person locker room their home during the fall, while each team who visits Darrell Bean Stadium uses the 80-person visiting locker room. Storage areas, concession stands, and restrooms are other amenities the stadium offers. Darrell Bean Stadium, located due south of the Randall R. Sadler Stadium serves as the home of the Earlham College baseball program. Located on the south end of campus, it was built during the summer of 2013 and is named after former Earlham baseball player and member of the class of 1963, Randy Sadler. The stadium features an all-turf playing surface and playing dimensions of 310 feet down the left field line, 390 feet to straightaway center field, and 325 feet to right field. On the first base side, there is a hitting area that is 80 feet by 45 feet, which includes 2 cages and drill area. There are also bullpens next to each dugout. A unique feature is the Maroon Monster, a 30-foot high fence that extends 50 feet from the left field line. On the outside of the stadium, there is a viewing mound down the right field line. There are also 180 chairback seats, bleachers, and a party patio seating area for fans and spectators. A 2-story facility behind home plate features the Cliff Dickman Media Center, the Ava Stewart Clubhouse, Earlham's baseball locker room, concessions, coaches' offices, umpire room, a training room, and restroom facilities. Randall R. Sadler Stadium serves the Drewley Performance Gymnasium, dedicated on February 6 of 2016, is home to Shuckman Court and the Earlham men's basketball, women's basketball, and volleyball teams. Built to seat 1,800 fans, the facility features a full-length basketball court with locker rooms for home and visiting teams. Schuckman Court is painted with volleyball lines and can also support 2 basketball courts for intramural play. An observation room above allows for video streaming and media members to view the game from above. 2 storage areas are located in either corner of the facility, with a concession stand located just outside the main entrance.
Back at Matlack Field here on the campus of Earlham College, and forgive me, I know I made a couple of mistakes there on the videos, but I wanted to let you see the facility upgrades that have been made, and that's just a few that have been made. And certainly thank you to all the supporters and patrons and philanthropists that have helped contribute to those upgrades. Certainly the Drewley family, the Sadler family, and this new soccer stadium that will be coming up, and certainly we'll give credit to all of those good folks, and certainly proud to be associated with this growing college. So the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard has the visiting Elmhurst Blue Jays ahead of the Earlham Quakers 2-0. The Quakers will start the second half with the ball. So now the Quakers in the maroon kit will attack left to right. The Blue Jays in the white kit attacking right to left. Taterovich and ball. There's Dye. Nice back heel to Taterovich, but it was intercepted by Chard. Good clearance by Ferguson over to Marshall. Marshall centers it for Balls, and Balls got a little underneath that. But Dye, he will have it. Loses the handle and really didn't have any opportunities to pass to any attacking Quakers. But chasing that ball down is Gustafson. Johnson back in for the Blue Jays, and he gets very close to goal before it's finally cleared by the Quakers and Marshall on the far side. And it's a good sliding tackle by Arvidsson. Coaching staff happy with that. Johnson in the far corner. Blue Jays maintain possession as Hicks scored a goal in that first half along with Jake Cohen. Heavy touch by Chard. Headed to Roland by Taterovich. Dye dodges a couple of Blue Jay defenders looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Left-footed pass to Clemmer. Clemmer, he dodges the same two Blue Jays that Dye had just done a couple times before. Here is Bub. Dye to Roland, and Roland has the ball stolen from him by Deadman. Deadman, captain of this squad of the Blue Jays. Blue Jays just maintaining possession. I really don't think that they can afford to sit back on this 2-goal lead. Quakers certainly have some firepower, and they've, at least I would think, proved to the Blue Jays in that first half that they can get some shots on target and strike quickly. But the Quakers need to string together a couple things. There's Bub trying to find Dye, and he does. Dye will head it down. A left-footed shot blocked by Deadman. And I think Dye, maybe in hindsight, would have taking his shot on his first touch after a spin. There's balls. He'll send it up and just over the crossbar. I don't know that Kevin knew that it was going to fly over the crossbar. He might have just missed it, but perhaps he's much better than I'm giving him credit for, and knew it was going to fly high, but he didn't make an attempt to jump up and deflect that ball at all. So Kevin put the ball into play. Gets under it just a bit. Taterovich battling for the ball along with Rowland. And that ball's going to come over our way. Coach DiTomaso telling Creed Chard to use your giant body to get the ball to the ground. Bub throws it up high, headed by Taterovich. Dedman heads it. Clemmer heads it. Ball will use his feet. And the Quakers will reset. Gustafson sends it over to Ferguson on the far side. Ferguson might go switch, and nope, he said he goes, try to get the ball to die. Gustafson, you can't play around with Johnson. He's too quick. And he's keeping the pressure on the Quaker defenders. Gustafson to Balls. Back to Lap Kamara. Now to Bub.
If he goes in behind Lucas.
And that was nearly a opportunity for Andrew Hicks. Off of maybe a little sloppy pass, and there's a foul. Maybe against Clemmer, but it will definitely be a Blue Jay free kick. Again, the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Elmhurst 2, Earlham 0. Looked like in the early goings here in the second half, the Quakers were a little more deliberate in their passing. And that ball is sent up. That's going to be trouble, and it lands just in front of Monty. And it looked like Johnson had clear run at it. I'm not sure that he was marked properly. Coach Bird off the bench, giving some instructions to his squad. Monty will put a foot to the ball. Sends it low. Nice job by Marshall trying to get it to either Die or Rowland. But ultimately it gets into possession of the Blue Jays. And that should be a Quaker throw on the far side. Mind you, the Quakers will be back in action tomorrow. The game that you can watch right here on RadioTroy.com and GoEarlham.com. They will host Trine. That should be a 3 o'clock start. And then the next home game for the Quakers will be Wednesday the 7th against Wabash, a 5 o'clock start on that tilt. And then the Quakers go on the road for the first time Saturday, September 10th against Ferrum. That game will be in Emory, Virginia. Nice little drive for the Quakers. Or maybe a flight. Who knows? Chard and McNamara playing a little keep away from the Quakers. McNamara. Johnson back to McNamara. The Blue Jays more than willing to be patient. Taterovich blocked that pass. And Bub will clear that out of play. So a throw in deep for the Blue Jays. Creed Chard will take the throw right in front of the Quaker bench. He'll throw it deep, and the Quakers will watch that ball go out of play, and I believe it'll be a goal kick for Monty. Actually, it looks like Lap Kamara will take the kick. Balls. Keeps the ball alive. And a good sliding tackle by Chard. And a foul called against the Blue Jays.
That's far enough. Stop.
Quaker free kick. And Gustafson will take the kick for the Quakers. They'll go short to Lap Kamara. Kamara will go deep as Dye. And Dye could not get there in front of Keevan.
This isn't going to work. You've got to come find it here and play.
Blue Jays with possession. Sliding tackle by Brady Bubb. Balls will put it up deep, and Rowland cannot get there. Fetchy will keep it into play for the Blue Jays. Drops it to Bez. And ball out of play. Quaker throw in. Ferguson will take the throw. Or not. It was a handball. So it was a free kick there for the Quakers. And Gustafson will just goes back to Lap Kamara. Here's Bubb. Sends it deep, trying to find Dye. There's a deflection. And again, Keevan is there just in front of Dye. Just a matter of a couple of feet either way.
And on his side, please.
Keevan puts the ball in play right at midfield. Hits the line, as a matter of fact. Bubb, he'll head it to Taravich. Well, that was a little bit of an elbow there from Johnson to Taravich. Now balls, midfield to Klemmer. Klemmer will drop it back to Bubb. Bubb looking upfield. Again, trying to find Dye. Dye will steal it from Hicks. And coming in to steal it back was Larson. Larson very active. Ball will go out of play. Quaker throw in. And a sub. It'll be Victor Zuniga, the junior from Middlesex, New Jersey. Scored 4 goals last season. He will come in for Micah Rowland. Well, Victor's family back in New Jersey, hopefully tuning in for this match. And Ferguson will take the throw in. I almost didn't recognize Victor in the new student orientation where all of the fall sports athletes were introduced to the 400-plus new freshmen here at Earlham College, and Victor's hair got a little long. I'm not sure if the family is aware of that. It's kind of going Hollywood on me. He used to sit here at the broadcast table and help me out, and goodness knows I needed a lot of help. Victor was very helpful, more helpful than men, really, because Victor was nice to me. Men's kind of mean. But Klemmer knocked off of the ball by Johnson. That'll be a foul against the Blue Jays and a free kick for the Quakers. Klemmer will go fast. Over to Bubb. And Lap Kamara switches to Ferguson on the far side. Balls will drop it back to Gustafson. Gustafson looking for somewhere to go. Tries to find Taterovich. Taterovich will get it. He had a streaking Dye, but he did not. And Taterovich decides he is going to fire from 30 yards. And it sails high and wide. Zach Clements will check in for the Blue Jays as Larson will sit down. Garnett and Thompson will check in at the next opportunity for the Blue Jays. Keevan putting the ball into play. A little heavy touch by Chard as Zuniga comes up with it. Marshall on the far side. Nice job on that far side by Fetchy. And the Blue Jays are on the attack. Liam Ferguson initially blocked it, but there's Johnson, and Johnson puts it up for Clements. Clements can't hang on to it, in part by some good defense by Lap Kamara, and Kamara will come out with it. Quakers need to go on the attack here on the counter. Balls looks up and will send the ball in deep. Dye has a chance for it. Got turned around. Dye is there. He is still there. Will left foot it and blocked. Will that ball slide in? How did that ball not cross the goal line? Goodness gracious. The Quakers just can't catch a break. Dye was all over that. Did a great job of negotiating the two Blue Jays defenders. Keevan came out, and Dye's ball was like my grandmother on a Sunday drive, just going so slow, and I do not know how it did not get across the goal line, but give credit to the Blue Jays defenders keeping that ball out of the net. Quakers with the throw in. Bub on this near side. Nice footwork. Bub will send it blocked by the Blue Jays, but it will stay in the attacking third for the Quakers. Clemmer trying to find Bub. That touch just a little heavy. So here comes J.D. Garnett and Keegan Thompson. Thompson, a sophomore from Madison, Wisconsin. Garnett, a junior from Clarendon Hills, Illinois. Sam Johnson and Josh Arvidsson will sit down for the Blue Jays. So again, fresh legs up top for the Blue Jays. Lap Kamara will clear it. It looks like it'll go out of play and should be a Quaker throw in. But here comes a sub for the Quakers. It'll be Pele Tracy. Looks like he's coming in for Aiden Clemmer. Lap Kamara, a little, well, actually, I should say Bub was a little overzealous in trying to get that ball in. Trying to throw it to Victor Zuniga, and it will be cleared out of play by Clements. Bub again for the throw. Bub goes deep, and Dye slips. Good footwork by Johnson. Gets around to Taravich. Fetchy keeps that ball in play for the Blue Jays. Back kick by Gustafsson. Johnson over to Chard, and Chard did a nice job keeping it in play, as did Clements, and it looks like that'll be a throw for the Blue Jays. Matt McNamara using the stoppage. Get a quick drink. Has he got a nosebleed? Okay. Thought maybe he had pneumonia. Men's favorite Yuki Adams will check in. Brett Marshall will sit down.
Keegan! Zach! Go play as the 10. Keegan, come outside.
As we mentioned in the first broadcast, the Quakers starting 10, not counting the keeper, but the Quakers starting 10, half are freshmen according to Men, the master. So you would think that the squad maybe not quite as cohesive early as you expect them to be later in the season with that many freshmen in the starting lineup. Zuniga, nice drop off to Taterovic. Taterovic still keeps the ball, and it will go off of Thompson. So Taterovic will throw it in, throws it back to Bub. Bub sends it in, and it'll be cleared out by the Blue Jays. Balls back to Gustafson. Gustafson sends it. I think he thought maybe one of the Quakers would be streaking that side. Missed opportunity. So Keevan will take his time, or maybe not. He has 6 seconds, I believe, and a middle miss kick. Quakers will have an opportunity. Thompson knocked down by Bub. Taterovic. Oh, it was a very good ball in, trying to find Dye, but give credit to Matt McNamara for heading that ball out. Here's Thompson. Good sliding tackle by Tracy. So it'll be a throw in for the Blue Jays. Chard throws it in. Balls not able to control the touch, but the Quakers will keep possession. Gustafson drops it back to Lap Kamara. Now Bub to Tracy. And that touch a little strong. Bub swings and misses. Bub going back for it. Thompson centers it. Dangerous play here for the Quakers, but sending it high and wide was Garnett. Austin Culver, a freshman from Shawnee, Kansas, in for the Blue Jays. And my old eyes tell me that it's David Bez, the junior from Okemos, Michigan, will sit down. Monty. His kick will go out of play. It'll be a throw for the Blue Jays. And again, Chard will take it here on the near side. Finds Garnett. Bub will center it to Zuniga. Yuki Adams with the steal. Quakers on the attack. Balls. Fetchy on that far side with Balls defending him. Now Yuki Adams with the ball. Dye. Balls thought that Yuki Adams would be streaking diagonally towards goal. Doesn't look like when the Quakers are on the attack. And again, I don't think they're quite in sync. You don't really see any Quakers making a run. Keevan. Ferguson chasing Culver, and Ferguson gets it, and then stolen by Fetchy. Now here you got 4 Blue Jays on the attack. Fetchy on the far side, and that's going to be a foul. And again, dangerous position for the Quakers as the Blue Jays will have a free kick. Can't see the number. Looks like 16. J.D. Garnett. Looks like he will take the free kick. Yuki Adams continuing to back up and really allowed Garnett a free rein, and Clements with the header. I'm really surprised that the Quaker defense gave Garnett that much room to drive the ball in to the box, and the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard goes up a goal. The Blue Jays ahead 3-0. And I got to think that was a little bit of a defensive breakdown. Clements, a freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina. And Garnett will get the assist. So goals by Hicks, Cohen, and Clements. And again, the Blue Jays on the attack. Culver chasing that ball down with Ferguson defending. And it'll be a goal kick. Yuki Adams missing. That allowed Fetchy to send the ball up pitch, but it will fall into the feet of Gustafson and the Quaker defenders. So the Quakers 3-0 down. We'll see if they get more aggressive on the attack or they just work Yuki Adams down. And it appears to be a foul against Earlham. Or just a throw in, so the ball just out of play. So it looks like Fetchy will throw it in on that far side. Action on the far side. Another throw in for the Quakers. Zuniga dropped it to Klemmer, and Thompson will come up with it for the Blue Jays. Comes on the near side here to Chard, and the ball goes out of play, and it'll be a throw in for the Quakers, but we have a sub. Aqib Mohammed, a freshman from right here in Richmond, Indiana, will come in for Bubb. I think Brady Bubb, the freshman from Fort Wayne, did a nice job. So now Mohammed, some fresh legs, and look like they're going to play him up top. See who will drop back in defense, or if the Quakers will just go with three defenders. Or who's going to drop back? Or maybe Mohammed will be more of a float in midfield and drop back as necessary. We'll see how that plays out. The Blue Jays have an attack going here. Ball still alive. Center to Clements, and it will go out of play for a corner. The Blue Jays continuing to keep the pressure on the Quakers as time winds down. And we are joined at the press box, and we're going to call it a press tent, by the best baseball coach in these parts, maybe the world, Steve Sakasitz, a newlywed. And quite the masseuse. That's what happens when you talk good things about the program. You get a free massage. No swag, but a free massage. Well, the swag, if we're going to be honest, the tent manufacturer can't make my size, so I'm going to continue to work on that. There's, to my knowledge, no 40XL yet, but we'll work on that. Coach Sakasitz, fall ball coming up. Fall going on right now. Quaker baseball team coming off a great season last year and expecting better results this year. we've got a little bit of business to finish here at Matlack Field. And the best trainer in the business, Bill Kinsey, also here. Good gracious. We are just blessed with excellence. Well, that was a foul call, I believe. And a stoppage of play. And it appears we're going to get some plastic out, and we do. Was it on Ferguson? Yellow card for both teams? How did you know that? He saw men has the eyes of a hawk. So who are the cards on?
Number 4 for Visitor and number 7 for...
So Johnson gets the yellow for the Blue Jays and Ferguson for the Quakers. Quakers do lead in that category, 2 yellows to 1. Balls and Ferguson each with 1 yellow. And on the Blue Jay side, Johnson with 1. Nothing more than I like than delays. But it will be a throw-in for the Quakers, and we'll start on the whistle. And there's the whistle. Oh, it's still timeout. I heard a whistle. Calgon. This timeout brought to you by Ridiculous. There was the whistle. Taterovich on the far side, keeps the ball in play, will head it to himself, and will streak down that far side. And we have a foul. Looks like Fetchy with the foul. So the Quakers will send 8 forward here. Now Taterovich will drop back. So Muhammad. No, excuse me. That was Lap Kamara that put the ball into play. Muhammad now trying to get the ball. That's another foul on the Blue Jays. And Clements comes up a little gimpy. He runs it off. So now a free kick for the Quakers in a good position to put a ball on net. See who will take it. It looks like it'll be Dye. From this, I was going to say from this view, it looked like the Blue Jay defenders were a little close. They back up a few. That's Clements and Thompson. Dye sends it right into Thompson's midsection. Oh, and then Thompson gets one in the chops. Not worse for the wear, and sends it up pitch. What a gamer is Thompson. Garnett with the ball. And it'll be a throw for the Quakers. And a wholesale list of subs. Oliver Sale will come in, a freshman from Bartlett, Illinois. Alec Ganas back in, the junior from Dimondale, Michigan. And Garrett Rudolph, a junior from Covington, Washington, in for the Blue Jays. And I missed the Quaker subs. I know that 25 is in. Sam Plinky, freshman from Hilliard, Ohio. I know he's new. And we'll catch the And 19, Shogo Shimada, a freshman from Shinjuku, Japan, also in for the Quakers. Deep throw in by Chard. Cohen. I don't know how that was a foul on Cohen. It looked like he was being pulled as much by Shimada as Cohen was pulling, but the foul goes in the favor of the Quakers. Quakers with the switch to Tarovich on the far side. And again, really no one streaking, and Tarovich trying to send the ball up pitch, but there was no one there.
I did my part, sorry.
Yuki keeps the ball in the Quakers' attacking third, but here come the Blue Jays as Rudolph will put it up pitch. That's Cohen. He's got a goal. He gets around his defenders, Clements and Thompson streaking through, but a good clearance by Tracy. It looked like it was maybe a 3-on-2 break for the Blue Jays, and were not able to cash in with a shot. Plinky headed it, but it went out of play off of a Blue Jay. I thought, regardless, the ball is back in play, and the Blue Jays have possession. Clements. Clements finds Culver. Culver still with the ball. Still with the ball, and Monty will easily catch that ball. Sean Braxton, a senior from South Euclid, Ohio, and Daniel Anderer, a freshman from Boca Raton, Florida, will check in for the Blue Jays at their next opportunity, along with Luke Deal, a freshman from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Valentino Mbaya will come back in for the Quakers. Out of play, it'll be Quaker ball. And here come the subs. So Chard is off. McNamara is off. And Dedman is off. Klimmer will sit down for the Quakers. Braxton kicks it off of Plinky. It will be Blue Jay ball. As the sun sets here in Richmond, Indiana, and on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, the Quakers find themselves down 3-0 to the Elmhurst Blue Jays. So not the opening game outcome that the Quakers were hoping for. But I think there's some opportunities to learn from this game and hopefully put forth some of those changes in the match tomorrow at 3 o'clock right here at Matlack Field against Trine. Micah Rowland will come back in for the Quakers, their next opportunity, I believe. Corner for the Blue Jays. And they go short. As Thompson and Cohen were there, headed out by Lap Kamara. And Thompson spins, gets around the Quaker defenders, and just goes to the corner to run some clock. It's still 9.5 minutes. The Quakers will get the throw. And yes, Micah Rowland will check back in for the Quakers as Victor Zuniga will sit down.
We're not doing that. Play the game. It's not one.
Coach DiTomaso And I'm mentioning what I was thinking with Thompson, and it was a little early to go to the corner. Shimada throws it in for the Quakers, and it goes out of play off of Shimada. Michaela with the ball, and tell you what, Anderer says no thanks. He didn't want that ball from you. He wanted a fresh ball. I would take that as a personal slight. Lap Kamara over to Gustafsson. Tracy tried to get it to Mbaya, but is intercepted by the Blue Jays.
Am I going to go telling you? Like, I don't give a crap what you're talking about. I don't even know soccer.
Braxton to Thompson. Thompson passes it back, and it'll go all the way back to Luke Deal. Seep will check back in for the Blue Jays at their next opportunity. Quakers regain possession. Plinky had the ball stolen from him, and he will have the ball kicked off of him out of play. So Seep will come in for Thompson with 7.5 minutes remaining in this match. I think Michaela was jealous of his headband. Yeah, Thompson took one off of the face right after taking one right in the midsection. There's a kick by Clements going for his second goal of the match, but just sails it wide. Thompson, the sophomore from Wisconsin, getting some instruction from Coach DiTomaso. That's a foul against Clements Clements that he impeded Shimada, so it'll be a Quaker free kick.
I'm not supposed to throw it if it's on the field, right?
The basketball squad. Internal strife. Gustafsson gets it back to Lap Kamara over to Shimada. Shimada will center it to Yuki Adams, and Yuki kicks it right to Oliver Sale. Muhammad caught that ball a little heavy. Culver sends it deep. And it should be a Quake. No, it's going to be a Blue Jay throw in. The Blue Jays with the throw in, and they lose the ball, and it will be a goal kick for Monty. Again, a reminder, the Quakers in action right here at Matlack Field tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. The match against Trine, and they'll have another home match Wednesday, September 7th against Wabash. That'll be a 5 o'clock start. And the Quakers hit the road. September 10th, a Saturday at Ferrum in Emory, Virginia, and also Sunday they'll be in Virginia at Emory and Henry, so a little round-robin tournament there. Actually, after the 3 games at home, or 3 matches at home, the Quakers will spend the next 4 on the road. So after Wednesday the 7th, that home match with Wabash, the Quakers will not be back at home until the 24th with the match against Otterbein. Tatarovich pushed out of bounds by Culver. So it'll be a throw for the Quakers. Mbaya, the header. It will go over to the Blue Jays, and Yuki Adams nearly steals it from Ganas. Seep to Cohen. Cohen, who had a goal in the first half, will have it knocked out of play by Shimada, so a throw in for the Blue Jays. Anderer will throw it. He finds Seep and Cohen. Cleared by Tracy. Plinky loses it. Braxton. He has it stolen by Shimada, and here's Muhammad, who has it stolen by Seep. So alternating possessions, and it will be Blue Jays throw. 3 minutes to go. Quakers looking to finish strong and have something to build on for the match tomorrow. Cohen getting some room from Lap Kamara, and that will be another corner. Nam Nguyen will come in for the Quakers along with Simon Dickerson. Dickerson, a junior from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Nguyen, a sophomore from Hanoi, Vietnam. I think Min's from Vietnam, weren't you? Ball is put high in the box by the Blue Jays and still not completely cleared by the Quakers, and it's really been their lone weakness so far in this match. It's been the clearance. Allowed the 2 goals in the first half. Oh, a corner for the Blue Jays on the far side. It looks like it will be Sale, number 23. And more than likely he will go short or not. Nope, he'll send it in to the box, and there's a header by Clements, hits the crossbar, and he nearly gets his second goal from a header. The Quakers very fortunate that that ball hit the crossbar. Omani throws it in to Taravich. Working on that far side. Gustafsson to Tracy. Tracy goes deep. There goes Roland, and it's kicked out of play by Braxton. Quakers go quickly. They lose possession. Rudolph will have it for the Blue Jays, and he'll send it out. Quaker throw. So here's Wynn and Dickerson. Tatarevich will come out along with Roland. And just about 30 seconds to go. So Quakers, realistically, one last offensive opportunity. The ball sent in, and Keevan will get that ball. As we are at 10 seconds, Quakers will start the season 0-1. Blue Jays will go to 1-0. And that's the match. The final score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Elmhurst 3, Earlham 0. Again, a reminder, Quakers back in action right here on RadioTroy.com and GoEarlham.com tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock for a home match against Trine. We will be on air right around 2:50 or so with the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shearer pregame report. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. We appreciate it and look forward to you watching tomorrow. Again, the opening match of the season for the 2016 Quaker men's soccer team ends in defeat, 3-0 loss to the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Thanks to everyone here helping me out, especially men. I hope you have a great evening. You've been watching Quaker Soccer on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network. Have a great night, everyone.